Hi. Hello, Scorpio. So I'm going to do a reading for Scorpio. And we're going to do October, November, December. I'm going to start with an oracle card from the Wisdom of the Hidden Realms by Colette Baron Reed. We'll see what the oracle has to say. The Swan Queen. It's number 13. Transformation, intuition, and patience. The Swan Queen. Hey, Dan. Here you are. It's just been time for your reading, Scorpio reading. Okay, so the card from the Hidden Realms is the Swan Queen, and it says, the Swan Queen glides your way and asks that you look at your reflection in the events of your life. She gives you the ability to see the beauty that has transformed your life from ignorance to wisdom. The Swan Queen lets you know that it's time to go within and seek the answers in your own intuition. Don't look outside of yourself for answers now. The true power lies reflected in the still waters within you. Now is the moment to meditate and ask for a vision. The power of psychic perception is inherent in you, and the Swan Queen will help you dive deep into your query to find the answers you seek. This is also a reminder to not allow time to transform this is a reminder to allow time to transform ideas into reality. Nothing happens overnight. So that is your overall message, and we'll see how that fits in with this reading. For the next 3 months, we'll start with October. Yeah, you're welcome. Did it resonate for you? I'm always scared to ask you that. Did the Leo reading resonate with you? Okay, October for Scorpio Spirit. Tell me about October for Scorpio. What's happening? A tower. First card that fell out. Tower. That was too many. Okay. The Tower. And then the Five of Wands. So this could be like some kind of struggle. And you're trying to decide something. Two of Wands. Okay. I think what you're having to do is, I feel like you have to cut out somebody in your life that's causing a ruckus, is what it looks like. I'm not sure what they're doing, but it could be like arguing, fighting, something like that. And it's going to take a lot of, I think, guts for you to like just say, you know what, I'm choosing myself in this situation this time. I have to do what's best for me, and I think it's important that you do. I see something transforming here with the Ten of Swords. When you do this, when you cut this out of your life, there's like a big change. It could open things up for you. You know, like you have more options than you had before, or it's just seeing there's some kind of really big change here. I do feel like you're talking to Spirit quite a bit here, because the Hermit is here. This could be about a child. Like, could be a message too. Yeah, I feel like this is a struggle for you. Like this, you're blowing out the candles to something. You're like accepting it for sure. And then you feel like you're either at, you know, like you go back to the square one. But I also feel like there's, you know, I feel like you have a lot of confidence. I feel like maybe there's could be a new job here. You could have a couple of kids too. And maybe that's the struggle, is with the kids. I don't know. But I do see that you have some kind of energy around you that's good, that's honest, that's fair. It could be yours. But I do see that you have a king and queen of swords here. So it's like someone that matches you in energy with honesty and possibly even knowledge, you know, or the way they just operate from a place of really fairness. You know, they're very logical and fair. So then I see you getting what you want, the wish fulfillment. So if this is about kids, let's say you have some naughty kids or something. Kind of looks like it. Like, you know, naughty, like adult children or something like that, right? And I know as well as anyone else with adult children that it can be like a scratch your head kind of moment. Like, I don't, you know, like you know the answer because you know, you're the parent. But they don't. But they still are kind of an adult and they have to choose their own way. And I feel like that is something that's happening here. Like this tower could be about your children or a child, right? Because you have a couple of pages here is why. And I think that, I think as much as you want to maybe tell them how to do it or whatever, it's just not really the logical thing to do. You have to let them choose their own way. But you can always tell them how you feel, you know, what you really think about it because you're smart. And I feel like once you kind of go at it in that, so you're going at this situation, if it's the kid, I think it is a kid. So it's like once you go at it from the King of Swords person, that you can be honest, fair, kind, but this is how it is, right? This is what I think. I feel like you're going to feel better, they're going to feel better, and then I think this whole situation moves forward just fine. I mean, the Justice is here, the Chariot is here, the Six is here, and then the Ten of Wands. So I feel like there's some kind of drama going on in your life. And, I mean, you're just confused about it. I feel like I think it's important for you to, you know, talk to spirit, talk to your higher self about whatever it is. Because I think it's something you need to kind of let spirit have. Like, okay, I'm going to release control of this situation, you know? Anyway, I do feel like there's a good match here, Scorpio. So it could be, you know, like if you're married, it could be you and your wife with these children, you know. But I do see a transformation happening for this situation, but it comes out after you get out these sword people. So I feel like you have some stuff to say. And, you know, I mean, the King of Swords is a kind fellow. Kind. You know, he's not focused on love so much, but he's focused on being fair, being honest. So, whatever that means for you. Anyway, what I see is like there's just movement in this situation. And I see like the Chariot going toward justice. And then I see the Six of Swords, which is, you know, spirit, going toward justice as well. It's right in the center, you know. Justice is in the middle of these two movement cards. So there's something that's happening. like something fair, something's changing. The way you look at it is changing. And the end result is 10 of Cups. So that's a loving, stable, happy family. Let's look at November. Okay, November. Okay. So in November, I feel like, I don't know if you're sick or something, but it looks like you're trying to heal up in the Four of Swords. So you're healing. And I think while you're in there, I think Spirit is working with you. And I feel like that's really working for you. You know, like, so you're in this healing thing, which I don't know, it could be anything. Man, I had a bunch of shit done this year, so it could be really anything. Could go in and have a cataract removed. You know what I mean? And then you're just on low duty, and so you kind of gotta like hang out, lay down, and fucking not do nothing, right? And it's in that, it's in those moments when we're able, like our own soul is able to like contact us a little better. And we're sleeping a lot, right? So we have dreams and things like that. And I feel like what you're dreaming about is something really good, like something that lights you up. It's like passionate. It's like a fire in the belly kind of thing. Like I don't know what it would be, but I'm trying to think of stuff that makes me super excited. Floating river. I love to float the river. I haven't done it this year, but I do love to float the river. I love to paint. I love to write poems sometimes. I like to do a lot of things. Anyways, so I feel like while you're kind of down here in November, from whatever this is, I feel like you're going to be talking to Spirit about all the shit that makes you happy, all the shit that makes your soul happy, and you guys are getting kind of tuned in. I feel like you're pretty happy in November. What else is happening in November? Something shocking. Clarified by the Six of Pentacles. So this is like having equal give and take. Oh my God, it really is about some justice. Didn't we see justice up there? We did. So you know what justice means to me, right? It's all about figuring out what you got out of a shit situation and then being grateful for it. You know, like whatever that might look like for you. Yeah, you've got the Eight of Wands supporting and a lot of decisions to make. I feel like there's a lot of confusion. You got the Seven of Cups in October too. What you're trying to make a choice about something, and you want to know the answer, what to choose, what is best for you, what do you want? You can have anything you want, Spirit is saying. Yeah, you have a new timeline. Wow. And a Two of Cups, and a Six of Cups, and a Seven of Pentacles. Now you don't see this coming at all. You don't see it coming. But it's like you're healing up, you're getting really stable with your relationship with Spirit, and then all of a sudden something comes in. Like maybe while you're in this healing place, right? Sleeping or whatever, getting a dream, getting like a... It's about something that's being made fair. It could be about something that happened in your life, you know, that you've never really come to grips with or like found the justice in. It is coming. I think you're going to get it in a dream. Or if you're a meditator, you'll get it in a vision, right? It's about some kind of nonsense that went on. Hi, how are you? Um, it's about something here like this, something that made you emotional. Somebody did something to you, hurt you, ran away. You're seeing the justice in that. And then I just feel like there's a lot of sevens right in a row here, guys. The Seven of Pentacles, the Chariot, the Seven of Swords, 777, and now the Seven of Wands. So you're definitely on a 7 run here. So you might want to look up 7777 and see what that message might mean for you, because you have 4 of them. So what's happening is your soul's leading you to 10 of Pentacles. That's what's happening. So the 2 of Wands means that you have to choose yourself, choose what makes you happy. And as soon as you do that, it puts you on a whole new timeline. And in comes this 2 of Cups that you already know. It's someone from your past. It's someone you think about all the time. And then you're asking yourself, should I put any more time and effort into this thing? Well, it looks to me like because you find the justice in whatever that was for you, it looks to me like your soul is released right at that moment that you make the decision. You're like, you know what? I am going to choose me. This is my wish fulfillment. I'm going for it, whatever that might be, right? And then you're just off and running. You're just protected. I feel like you have a very good relationship with Spirit here. And they're taking you right to the 10 of Pentacles. What's a 10 of Pentacles look like for Scorpio? King of Swords. So meditation, honesty. You had that up in the other one too. So you guys must have a lot of air somewhere. Somebody maybe has a lot of air in your chart. What's happening is you're going to be successful in some kind of love situation. If you're already with someone, maybe that means that it's bumping up, you know. It's changing because you're changing. Your vibe is changing. You're way up. I mean, you're aligned with the Chariot card. I feel like maybe some of you could be traveling too with your lover. Whatever it is, with this 10 of Pentacles, the Judgment. So you could have like an air sign, cool air sign, tapped in, tuned in, turned on dude coming. Or, you know, it could be you if you have that in your chart, right? But I do see like something that you've been waiting for. You've been waiting for the perfect time for this lover. And it's here in November. So let's see. Let's look at December now. Let's look and see what December has for us. December. Okay, so you have a new beginning in Pentacles. There's a reconciliation and a celebration with someone that you love. There's a brand new start, like in passion. I feel like the Temperance card is here, so I feel like you're gaining balance. This is also about transmuting energy too. I also see an Ace of Swords at the bottom of the deck here with the 6 of Cups. So I feel like maybe you're getting clarity on some kind of, I don't know, past thing. Finally understanding something that you didn't understand before, Scorpio. have an Emperor Empress here together with the Hierophant. So, I mean, that's a divine couple right there. And Hierophant is married. Does mean marriage. It also means higher learning. So I feel like something that has been a lot of weight on your shoulders is something that you're kind of letting go. I think your third eye is kind of leading the way here, but it's also you, like, putting in the effort to, meet up with them and to listen, to pay attention. You're making a real effort to do that, which is great. So, wow, that's a lot, huh? So let me see about what's the Tower up here? There's an apology from somebody who's been closed off, guarded, and resistant. Remember that Tower, and then there's the five, the Five of Wands. So you guys there's some kind of argument, and I feel like there's something breaking in that, like it's getting better. Remember what your first card was, the Swan Queen, transformation. Well, that's exactly what's happening. I think there's a lot of transforming being done here. So let's see tell me about the King and Queen of Swords up here. Who are they? They could be, like I said, they could be the parents, but they also could be the cause of the transformation. That's your card, Pluto card, right? So I'm saying, like, maybe that King Queen of Swords has something to do with you, Scorpio. Tell me about what kind of justice are they finding? What kind of justice? I feel like some of you could be traveling over the winter. The Justice. It's about the past. It's about the things that hurt you. It's about being vulnerable. It's about regrets. It's about feeling like you made a mistake, feeling guarded. Okay, tell me about this Emperor and Empress and the Hierophant down here. What's going on here? Okay, this is about inner child wounding. This person, whoever this Emperor Empress thing is, I feel like, okay, so basically I think that there's inner child wounding that happened when you were a kid, and it could be about your parents, or it could be about another person that matches you, that reflects some kind of energy that feels uncomfortable, feels familiar, feels like, oh my God, what am I doing here? I did this when I was a kid, right? And I think also this person, whoever this is, I feel like this is a specific person in your life. And I think that they came into your life to help you heal some kind of childhood wound. Can you tell me what the childhood wound was? It's been a burden. It's like you've been carrying it your whole damn life. I don't know if they can tell me what the inner child wound was. I wonder if it's like, okay. Jesus. I'm asking what the inner child wound was. And here's what came out. Reunion, soul ties, distance, retreat, or time out. And then a love offer and new seeds being planted. divine timing. Somebody you think about all the time, can't stop. Someone that confuses the fuck out of you. A twin flame. Do you have any advice for Scorpio spirit? Tell me some advice for Scorpio. I feel like there's a lot of attraction here. Here's your advice. Take care of yourself. Love yourself. Live in the moment. Here's the thing. It's telling me, you're in separation. There's a storm, there's chemistry. It's all over the place. It's almost like you can't decide whether you want it or you don't. Maybe you feel like you can't be your real self, and that could be part of the inner child wounding, right? Maybe you just never really felt like, I don't know. You know how it is. It's so weird when we grow up. And the things that we're fed from our parents, from our society, from our religious ideology, right? And it's hard to even know who is acceptable. Which person should I show? Show someone else. That's what I feel like. I feel like you're getting freedom here. It could have something to do with the divine feminine, but there's action coming if you have courage. If you can surrender your doubts. There's communication coming in and possibly travel. I saw that before too with all the unstable. I feel like the Wheel of Fortune is doing something for you. I know that not all people are in a twin flame relationship, but the card did come out. So if you feel like you're in one, that message could definitely be for you. What it means is you guys have healed, you guys have taught each other a lot and healed each other a lot, and I feel like there's a reunion coming, integration. But it is contingent on how much you're taking care of yourself, because if you want to be with somebody that's, let's say, an emperor, then you really have to be vibing at the empress level or vice versa. You have to know your divinity. You have to believe it. You know what I mean? You have to be vibing there. So that's kind of what I see happening, a lot of healing. There's a lot of love here too. There is, but it's confused love. Very confused, and maybe even, well, with all that childhood wounding, it's you've been carrying that around. Okay, let me see if I can get any more messages for Scorpio spirit. There's another 7, Scorpio. 8 and 7. And you always get that card. And another 7. Shit. So now you guys have at least 7 sevens. But I feel like there's a little confusion here. But if you were to, tap into that inner strength that you have, use those abilities that you have, maybe you could see your value, because I feel like all through here I'm seeing you don't see your value, for some reason you don't. It's because of the inner child thing, I think, something really super deep, sacral chakra, something that hurt your heart, something you can barely talk about, and it's taken away your own value. But Spirit is saying, with this card, and I say it, I feel like every time I use this card for Scorpio, it comes out. It's you don't have any idea how many people you're helping, how many lives you're changing just by being yourself. And I think Spirit just wants you to really understand that. Look at all these sevens that came out in the deck. So there's 3 here, and then we had 4 up here, remember? So there's 7 of them. 7 sevens. I just looked it up because that happened for Libra about a week or 2 ago. And it means, I can't remember what it means, but it's pretty damn good. You should look it up. 7 sevens. So, honestly, you could be dealing with a Libra even, with all those 7s being the common denominator, right? Alright, well, that's all I have for you guys. I hope that resonates for you, and happy end of the year.